just to clarify some things, because I feel like people ran. Well, this is the tweet if you guys have not seen it. If you guys haven't seen it, I also left a reply to it because I think people kind of misconstrued it a little bit, which is also my fault because I think that I worded it poorly. But I still agree with everything I tweeted. So the part that people were mad about was people shouldn't be nearly as upset if they didn't win it, but they did, and the crowd definitely helped. That is the part of the tweet that everybody ran with. I could have not tweeted any of this and nobody would have cared. They literally only read this part of the tweet, and like that's the only thing that anyone cared about. Which, in people's defense, I shouldn't have put this in there, but I wasn't thinking the way that it would be ran with necessarily. The reason that I put that in there was because how insane the crowd actually was, and like I think people are yelling at me. Do you guys fucking mind? No. I think people were yelling at me because they think that I am like some crazy closet Optic hater and like discrediting their win or some stupid shit. The reason that I put this part of the tweet in here is because this weekend I can say with an absolute confidence and 100% fact from at least my perspective on competing for the last 12 years of my life that this previous weekend was the best crowd that I have ever seen in Call of Duty in my life. So I put this part of the tweet in here because I'm not saying that they won because Davis was banging his fucking drums. That's not the reason they won. I put this in there because in this specific isolated incident for Call of Duty, that crowd absolutely mattered. 100%. Was it 99% of the reason they won, or was it 0.5% of the reason they won? It doesn't that is obviously to be argued, and you can never actually know the answer to it. But the reason that I put this in here was because in this specific tournament, it was the best crowd I have ever seen in my life. So I was like, in my head, bro, if I am hosting the event from like Optic's perspective, if I'm hosting the event, I am in my hometown. It's not like Optic hosting in like fucking Boston. Optic's hosting the event in their hometown. They're in finals. Like, this is the perfect storm for this crowd to be the best it's ever been. And literally the only reason that I put that in the tweet was because of how insane of an atmosphere that it was. And I think people are like using this as a way to discredit their win or think that I'm some like insane closet Optic hater or some weird shit. But obviously that is not the fucking case. Ken's my literal brother, bro. I won tournaments and champs with this guy. I had a separate tweet for Bruce. I defended Bruce publicly like 6 fucking times this year about how he's playing and the things that he's doing. Like, obviously I'm super happy for AG, his first ring, all the criticism. And then Ant, like, I'm not super close with Ant, but like he's the fucking GOAT. So it's like, bro, I feel like people kind of ran with this in a way that like I wasn't intending to, which is my fault because I didn't have to put this in here. But when I did, I was only tweeting that part because of just how insane it was, bro. That was the greatest crowd I've ever seen in my life for Call of Duty, and I just thought it was like a cool thing. I already said it. I'll say it again. It was the best COD event, I think, of the CDL era. I think the only thing in Call of Duty that could rival it was probably like IW 2016 or 2017 champs when they won. For those of you guys that didn't attend, I'll try to put this as eloquently as I can. I think it, like, the way that all of the production decisions were perfect. I want to give a huge shout out to Corey Dunn. Like, that event was fucking insane. And I sat on that couch for the watch party and I was sitting there like, dude, I would suck my own balls on broadcast to be able to play in front of that crowd, dude. Like, the center stage, the way that, like, Optic being in finals, the atmosphere of it, how excited everybody was. Like, dude, there were so many, like, small things that made it really, really good. Like, I don't know if you guys could see on the broadcast as well. They probably had, like, bigger shots for it. But they had bracelets for pretty much all of the people in the stands that would change colors depending on like map wins or like whatever moment was happening. Like if New York was walking out, they were yellow, Optic, they were green, etc. And I think it was like such a cool small thing that they did, but it made it like when you're looking out, like you're at a concert and everyone has their flashlights out. It was like the same thing, but all the time. It was so fucking sick, dude. The stage was awesome. Like, I can't say enough good things about the event. Like, it was genuinely fucking incredible. Newfie, thank you for the 10 gifted. Appreciate you, buddy. But yeah, if you guys didn't go, you fucking missed out. And the orchestra, bro. They're playing skirt. Where's orchestral? Is that a word? Is that a word? I'm not good at geology. Is that a word? Orchestral skirt? That's got to be a word, right? Shout out to Optic, man, for throwing the event, because I don't think that they
thank you so much.
Should have, because it should have been on Activision. But they did, and it was the best event ever. So I got to tip it. I do. Rod, thank you for the prime. Appreciate you, buddy. It was insane, dude. And because I know you guys were going to bring it up eventually. The girlfriend thing. Insane.
Thank you so much.
Insane. I am of the opinion that it should not have happened. If you guys disagree with me, I understand it. Because for memes, it was cool. But like, I don't think that anything outside of the game should ever be mentioned on broadcasts like that. But if you disagree with me, I understand why. But I feel like bringing them into it was super fucking weird. Not gonna lie. I think of like, if it's like a pan, like, oh, these are their families. Obviously, you know, that's fine. But like the fact that they're beef and like they don't like each other. I think pitting people outside of the stage against each other on broadcast was just like super weird to me. If you disagree, then obviously, you know, whatever to you. But I don't know. I think it was a little weird. Yeah, and then Ernie's chirping fucking Keeks when he won the series. Like, so fucking WWE shit, dude. Oh my God. It's actually unbelievable. We got top 4, by the way. Can we talk about that? Chat, can we talk about that? LAT top 4? Are we fucking I'm gonna say it. We got reverse swept. It wasn't great. It wasn't the best thing that could have happened. LAT top 4 is crazy. We were low-key the best hardpoint team at the event, or second best. Either one is fine. I couldn't believe my fucking eyes. I was like, yo, is this the same team that I've been watching for the last 6 months? This is crazy. Like, you're telling me that LAT is one of the best in a game mode at the event, and we're getting top 4? I thought we were going to get dead last. Actually, I didn't think we were going to get dead last. I thought we were going to get 6th. But top 4 is crazy.
It
was fucking awesome, dude.
Thank you so much.
I mean, thank you for the 2 months. I was up there tweaking.
Thank you so
Baz,
much.
thank you for the 4 months. I was tweaking watching games, dude. I said it so many times, and you guys have heard me say it on stream. Watching COD is so hard when you care. It sucks. Because, like, normally I'm just costing, right? Like, I'm on stage and I'm just getting shit on, and I really, like, it's what it, like, it, you know? But, like, when I'm watching someone cost, wow. Dude, it is so much more stressful, bro. Ah, hell nah. What the f?
If you want to take home, if you want to take home.
Yo. Yo. Look, bro, you know he's hammered. Well, obviously you know he's hammered. The delay of which this is like the part of the song hits and from when he starts dancing is hilarious.
Thank you so much.
That is insane. Wait, Pam has a different POV? Oh no.
Thank
Pam's
you
got
so
pops. Oh my God. Yeah. Big X the plug, bro. Ken loves it, man. I'm so happy for him. Genuinely. I think of everybody on the team, I'm definitely like, I'm like actually relieved for Bruce, I think. That's why I gave Bruce a separate tweet after their congrats tweet. Because I knew exactly how he felt in that moment, and I was so happy for him, dude. I was living vicariously, man. I couldn't believe it. Winning that shit after this long, man, I couldn't believe it. Because it's like the last hurdle, you know what I mean? That's how I was, bro. It's the last hurdle. That's the only shit you need. So to have Bruce win that was awesome for him for sure. Obviously, I'm super happy for the rest of them as well, but I think for Bruce it meant a little bit more. I would say. And yo, chat, listen, keep this. How many people we got in here? 947. Chat, keep this between me and you, right? I went to chat. I saw Ken at the party. I said, "Hey Ken, which one was better?" What do you think he said, chat? Which one do you think he said, chat? I'm not going to tell you which one he said, chat, but I was disappointed. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it. He hit me with one of these. It's so weird because when you win or lose champs, like regardless of like what happens at the tournament, like when you get knocked out, you're just like, you know, ain't shit to talk about. You like the people that go backstage and are like, oh, bro, in this P2 we should have, would have, could have. I'm just like, bro, the year's over. They got another tournament. That is insane, and it's the same prize pool. Well, not quite the same, but close enough. It's crazy, dude. I couldn't believe it. Chad, how much do you guys think that like EWC matters? Like, where would you put it if you were compare it to another tournament for other than like champs? Or would you equate it to champs? Because I've seen some crazy takes that people think that it matters the same as champs, which is wild. I would put it like a major. I would do a major, maybe a little bit more just because of the prize pool, but I would equate it to a major, I think. Optic Texas is the only team that defeated all other top 4 teams on LAN. Really? FaZe didn't beat Ultra. Ultra didn't beat NYSL. And NYSL has never beaten Optic. Oh, shit. They got all the Infinity Stones. What the hell? I did not realize that. I knew the FaZe Ultra one. And I didn't know about this one. I feel like this one went low key. Like I remember hearing about it at Major like 3, but since then I haven't heard anything. I knew this one because everyone was talking about this after they won, but I didn't know that Ultra didn't beat NYSL. Oh shit.
Texas, get up on your feet for the whole team. Optic Texas.
So fire. So fire. Fucking Matt or Porter with his phone out, dude. That was like the best idea of all time. I don't know whose idea it was, but it was a godlike idea. I thought it was fire. And another thing I thought would be cool if I was talking to Benjay about it actually. I thought after I saw that, well, not after, I think it was a little bit, maybe before, regardless. I thought that if the orchestra, if they somehow managed to get or like do the team intros, because instead of like if you guys weren't in the venue and you're just like watching the broadcast, it doesn't feel as bad. But the atmosphere of the venue when you do this fucking like hype, like intro, like all this gas, like you're building this moment, and then New York's intro starts, it is the most vibe slaughtering thing ever. Same with LAT, same with all like the vibey intros. It is the most fucking like momentum killing thing in the world because the arena's hype, everyone's cheering, it was great. And then you just have like, it's just not it. So like because it happened the whole weekend, obviously. So when I heard they were doing the orchestra thing, I wished so hard that the orchestra would have done New York's team intro song. And then if Optic like had the guy that does their song, I don't know what the name of the song is or who performs it, but if they like had the guy on stage do that part of the song while they walked out, oh my God, it would have been so fire. Obviously the logistics of that are insane because you don't know who's going to be in finals. So it's like you can't plan for that at all.